Hey guys, Rick Stein here, RLS Properties. Hello again. Happy spring. So, I always try to educate a little bit, give you something that you could use that you're not going to learn in the book to help you advance your business. And if I could help you, it makes me feel good. I'm sitting here with my friend Mark, and he's an investor too, but he's going to ask me a few questions about how to negotiate the best deals.
All right, Rick, so tell me, how am I going out there finding these deals and then negotiating a price that makes sense for the property owner and for myself, so it's kind of a win-win for everybody?
Okay. Here's what you don't do. You don't make cookie cutter deals on each property. Why? Because every seller is different. So if you've contacted me through one of my marketing letters and saying, Rick, I want to sell my property, I'm going to say, either first over the phone, but eventually I want to sit down with you. Mark, why do you want to sell? What are your needs? Basically, what you're paying.
Right.
Why are you selling this? Well, Rick, we'll just say, for example, I got a call yesterday. I'm going to look at the property this afternoon. Gentleman says, look, I have this property, it needs work. I really don't have the money to do it. I'm kind of disabled. I'm older, and I don't want to deal with it anymore. Okay. So I'm going to go out there this afternoon, and what is his challenge? He says he's older. He's actually younger than I am, but that's neither here nor there. But I'm not old. And but he's disabled. Property needs work, he can't do it. The taxes are coming due May 1st, he may not be able to pay it.
Right.
Now, I did check with the tax office, and he is current with his taxes, so it's not a big tax lien on him. And he has no mortgage on the property. How do I know that? I asked him. So when I go this afternoon, he wants out. He can't do it anymore. He doesn't want the expense, doesn't want to have to pay insurance, the house is vacant.
Right. He doesn't want the headache of owning that.
That's right. So I'm going to say to him something like, well, what I understand what you're saying to me is that you have this property, you don't have the time, the resources, the energy to rehab it, you don't want to pay the taxes, you've been paying taxes, I know that because I checked, and the taxes are coming due May 1st, second quarter, you don't want to pay them, and you would just like to get this off of your back. Well, why don't we do this? I can pay the bank, or I can pay you. I prefer to pay. How about if I showed you how I could take this property off of your back? You're done. No more responsibility with it. It's mine. I do the rehab, I pay the taxes and everything, but pretend you had a tenant in there and you're getting a check every month. Would that appeal to you?
That would appeal to me.
Well, let me explain it.
Please do.
Okay. I can offer you, whatever I offer you, X dollars on the property. I'll give you X deposit, small as I can, the down payment. And instead of my paying the bank every month, I'm going to pay you. So let's just say it was a $50,000 note, all right? And I'll pay you at 6% interest only. So that's $250 a month, and you'll get a check every month, even though you don't own the property. You have no expenses. You'll get a check from me every month for $250. You're also going to save money on taxes because you're not going to have any capital gains on that money because you're not getting it, right?
Right. Because I'm not getting the full amount.
No, you're just paying capital gains on the $250
on
a
the
month.
$250 a month.
You'll pay your income tax on that. And let's say we do this for, now you're an older gentleman, so how about if we do this for the next 5 years? Would that help, with an extra $250 a month help you every month?
Yeah, that
Okay.
would help me every month.
Okay, so so what am I doing? I'm taking the property off of his plate, no more responsibility, no more expenses with it. I'm closing 3 weeks. I don't have to apply for a mortgage. He is giving me the mortgage, right?
So he, or me, whoever,
Yeah.
becomes the bank,
That's right.
gives you the property,
That's
you're
right.
making payments to him instead of to a bank.
That is correct.
And then you have the property, you're dealing with tenants or
The risk is on me.
maintenance, everything is on you.
Right.
This person now just collects a payment monthly
Right,
without doing anything.
right. But it's all directed towards the seller. Has nothing to do with me. I've heard some people say, well, I'll get back to you. Let me crunch my numbers. They don't care about your numbers. They care about them.
Their numbers, right.
So I'm never going to say what my needs are. Of course I have objectives.
Sure.
Of course
you
I
wanna
do.
make money.
Naturally, right? I'm not the
Right.
American Red Cross. This is a business. I'm out to
Right.
make money. But he's not, I'm never going to say that.
Right.
Here are your needs. Your needs are A, B, C, and D. Here's how I can solve your problems.
Right.
Here I could serve your needs. And you'll get a monthly check. How's that sound?
That sounds great.
Okay, well then that's the objective. The
So
seller
then-
needs first.
The taxes are coming due in May. You're gonna have all that.
If I own
I'm
the
out,
property by
right.
May 1st,
Right.
I'm
So
paying the taxes.
this
You're
guy,
out.
whoever is out, you're in. Just collect the paycheck.
That's correct.
I like it.
So hopefully he will too.
Hopefully.
We'll find out at 4 o'clock this afternoon.
Stay tuned.
I'll keep you posted.
Watch the next episode.
Now, another thing I could do on this property is I might wholesale it.
Okay. So how does that affect?
Doesn't.
The-
It's still off his plate. But my contract is an assignable contract. So the buyer is RLS Properties and/or assigns.
Okay.
And I contact you and I say, hey, listen, you want this property? You can have it for a $10,000 assignment fee. And you say, gee, those numbers work. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm never closing on the property. I'm assigning my rights to the property to you. Assigning my rights to the contract to you.
Right.
You're going to close on the property. He'll get his money, whatever we've agreed to,
Right.
and I'll get my assignment fee. I just
Right.
did that in the property in Willingboro.
Okay, so you made your money and then you're out.
I'm out.
The wholesaler then will take
Wholesale-
that.
Right, the assignee. He owns the property because we closed. He owns the property, he's rehabbing it, he expects to make a bundle on it. Good for him. I
Right.
hope he does make a bundle on it. You know why?
Because
Then he'll come back to me and say, let's do another one.
Right, right.
I got my assignment fee with very little heavy lifting. And none of my own money.
And you're doing the same negotiating with the owner, figuring out why he wants to sell.
Nothing changes.
And
Nothing changes.
he may just want all his cash out right up front.
Well, if he wants all this cash, he doesn't want to do private money, that's okay. Then I'm going to look to someone for private money.
Okay. Like a video we did previously.
It could be just like that, Mark. You never know. Stranger things have happened.
Yeah.
And by the way, having talking about that, if you're curious, you have all this money sitting in a pile somewhere, and you're saying, gee, I'd like to invest in real estate. Just don't know how to do it. I don't have the time for it, but I'd like to I'm curious about lending out some of my money, and you want to know more details on it. Well, you can call me. Rick Stein at 609-213-7250. This is not a solicitation for money, but if you want to call me and have questions, ask me.